Alright, we should be live. It is, I don't even know what day it is, Wednesday, March 24th. The time is 5:11 p.m. And right now it's 15 degrees Celsius. We'll just wait for a few people to jump in. What's up, Daisy, in the chat? How's it going, Daisy? We are here at Earls Court Park. This is in between Davenport Road and St. Clair Avenue West. Oh, so many people here already. Peace Control, Melpel, Matthew, Brad, Slot Ranger, and everyone else joining in. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday afternoon. Streets of Ontario joining us from Hamilton. Daniela, Michael Nguyen, Tan V, and Marie. Oh, I saw you in Ken's stream earlier. He was doing a 4,000 subscriber stream earlier. He walked through Greektown, right? All right, let's get up. Hey, Bevy and Nicola. So we're just gonna go take a peek at Davenport. Matthew P, the wealth generator. Matt M, this is Earls Court Park. I just did a video for tomorrow where I walked through Corso Italia. I was going to do a live stream where I walked along Davenport. I could have walked along the entire length of Davenport from Old Weston Road over to Yonge, but after being on St. Clair, I thought it would be a bit more interesting if I just did St. Clair. It's a bit more lively than the Dav. What's up, Bevy? I do have an umbrella with me, although I'm kind of hoping it does rain because it's been a while since I've done a rain video, and we are standing at the top of what was an old ancient glacial lake. This would be Lake Iroquois. That's why Davenport Road has this ridge that sort of runs along the north side of it. So what I'll do is I'll walk south through Earls Court Park here. There's a very large off-leash zone for dogs. Hello, Peter Stock. Get a frisbee and throw it to random people. So it's good to see all these people out and enjoying the park. There's basketball courts here, tennis courts, a swimming pool that I have no idea when that will actually be open. Oh, there's a really fast-moving RC car over there. We'll have to go take a look at that. This Prairie Girl, yeah, it's about 14, 15 right now. It's quite nice. There is forecast, or rain in the forecast at around 8 p.m. or so. So if you're not a fan of the park setting, bear with me for a few minutes and we'll get over to St. Clair soon. So this will be a bit of foreshadowing for tomorrow's video. And look at this remote control car. I don't even know if that's legal. Who cares? It looks fun. Hello, Claudia M. and Harjot. Your dog would be going nuts. Because there's a big off-leash zone in this park, you don't see too many dogs roaming around. Hello, Jennifer and CP and Monica. Welcome to the Wednesday late afternoon stream. Claudia, oh yeah. Ken hit his 4,000 subs and I just hit 44,000. Thank you, Claudia. Uh-oh, we have some someone's playing some commercial ass music. Let's move a little bit away from that. Look at this, signs of life. That's neat, Bevy. Monica says, congrats on 44K. The magic number today is 4. If I ever hit 444K, I'll buy a ticket to one of those space hotels and I'll stream from there. Hello, Eve, Fans Buses Gaming, Anthony. CP saying it's not going to rain that much. It said thunderstorms when I checked the temperature. I kind of hope we get hit with some heavy rain. Wayne, I say that like I'm a 3-year-old. As I'd like to be able to make a more dramatic rain video, and I haven't done a night video in a while, so I could combine those into one. Okay, it's a long jump and triple jump pit. I remember these days. You'd start your run, you'd pace off your steps, and you'd turn around and give it your best. I've had a number of people request that I include this park on a video. There's a nice concrete gazebo. And I tried to do a little nature call after my video. And here's a public washroom. And there's a sign on the door that says, washrooms closed for winter. Somebody should tell the city of Toronto that it is not winter. Open your damn washrooms. That's okay, there's a big wooded area off to the side. I'm not implying that I went over there and did anything. So just to the north of here is the Corso Italia neighborhood. So we'll be walking through that. Maybe I'll walk on the other side of the street just so it's a little different from the video I filmed tomorrow. There's a large playground over there. Susan says TMI. Dear City of Toronto, please learn what winter is. Whew, it smells like, oh, it smells awful. And I think you can see why. Whew. This is a stanky little area. No surprise. So there's a big artificial surface soccer field to the left. And there's a big playground to the right. Don't worry, Michael, I found my way. Someone's asking what's for dinner tonight. I will show you what was for dinner last night. Maybe I can get my camera to focus. I had a beer and some wings and some fries and then another beer. And I bought a bag of gummy bears. I had some more beer and I had some gummy bears. So I went to Hemingway's in Yorkville last night and they get a 10 out of 10. I have not had chicken wings for about 2 days, but before that it had been about a year and a half. It was nice to finally have chicken wings again. I had it a few days earlier at the first patio I went to. No, they were kind of like a breaded fry. They're pretty good. Hemingway's isn't known for its food, but it is a great hangout. They had a pretty big patio space. And speaking of patios, we're about to walk by a whole neighborhood full of patios. Monica is eating a pear right now. Here's one of those. If you play baseball, these infields are your worst nightmare. It's the shitty half gravel, half really hard dirt. Even if they rake it and take good care, it's still awful, especially if you're like a shortstop or third base and you're playing nice and close, especially at third, and you get a hard rocket. The balls just bounce so unpredictably. You would definitely be wise to wear a mouth guard and make sure you're wearing a pretty good cup. I used to play third base and I absolutely hated infields like this. See all the little mounds that are baked in there? And they come and they rake it, but it doesn't get them out. So, screw whoever thought that was a good surface for an infield. Oh, that was the first time having chicken wings at a restaurant. It was good. Oh, I'm having the same problem Ken had. My software is all frozen up here. Oh, we're at 150 people watching. Thank you to all 150 people. Sliding that stuff was always the worst. Bloody knees. Oh, I always wore sliding pants, but yeah, you would still get gashes below the thighs and they'd rip up your pants. Shane says he would clean up if he was out here. Monica prefers healthy food. I don't know. We've been suppressed, is that the right word, for so long that it's nice to just get down and dirty with some greasy food and have a friendly waitress. She was super friendly and happy to be working. There's the 47A Lansdowne to Queen. That'll be going south. This here's a little short turn loop for the streetcars. Paul James just bought an air fryer. You spent a few nights gazing at the stars on the grass there on mushrooms 30 years ago. Well, mushrooms might be making a bit of a legal comeback. There's kind of a couple of Canadian companies. One of them's called like Numius Wellness, that is working on mushroom psychedelics as a treatment for mental illness, and it might possibly be considered for recreational use at some point. Marijuana made it. Maybe shrooms are next. Mike Landry, $5. Hello, Mike Landry, and thank you very much. Are you going to walk down Caledonia? No, Stacy, we're going to stay on St. Clair. Originally I was going to go down Davenport, but I thought, let's keep things to where it's a bit more lively. There's a 512. So if you watch my video tomorrow, I'll be walking east along the south side for the most part. So let's go to the north side of the street here. You should do a Rogers Road walk in the future. I just walked along Rogers Road for a few blocks in yesterday's video. I went up to the tiny house, which is just to the north of here actually, or just once we get to Dufferin. So we have left Earls Court Park. And we are now at St. Clair and Lansdowne. Johnny, things are slowly opening back up, so next year things will be back to normal. What do you think? Emo's music channel. I think we're... Whoa, why are you... I think we're well on pace for things to be open up next year. I don't think we'll get rid of masks or anything this year, but by the end of summer, we should start to feel pretty good. Any delicious pho today, Jared? The last time I ordered Vietnamese, I had the vermicelli I ordered from Folking Fabulous at Yonge and Eglinton. There's a big cemetery across the street. Monica says shout out to her old hood Rogers in Caledonia. Walk through Moss Park. We've done that before. I'm a bit far from Moss Park. Earls Court Park, where we just were, was across the street. Yeah, I think there's a whole bounty of good restaurants and stuff in this neighborhood that I just don't know all about. JD, go odd. So here's a big cemetery. They don't like it when you just go there for shits and giggles. T.I. Carlos Bar. So we're going to be seeing some patios along this way. This is officially, according to the City of Toronto, this is Corso Italia Davenport. That's the name of the neighborhood. The name of the business improvement area is Corso Italia, and that's roughly between Lansdowne, where we started, and just to the west of Dufferin, or east of Dufferin. Monica would go to the 2-for-1 back there after swimming lessons. So back in the 70s, there was a big migration of Italian Canadians from the Little Italy area down at College up to this neighborhood. That's how it got the Corso Italia nickname. It's sort of the second Italian enclave in the city. There's there's a lot of weed stores. This one's called Insalata Cannabis Market, and it's got a bit of a hipsterish vibe to it. And right next to that is a cafe. And I don't know if those cafes are operating legally or not. Kevin Baker, $3.99. Appreciate your walks. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Kevin Baker. Thank you. Oh, it looks like the notification was cut off a little bit. There we go. I fixed it. Thank you, Kevin Baker. Michael, there is a pretty big Latin American population here, but the number 2 spoken language in this area is Italian. And Portuguese is the 3rd most spoken language. So I'm sure the sticky icky cannabis. Jeanette, $20. Hi, Johnny and friends, for your dinner. Thank you, Jeanette. Always kind. To whomever just asked about my equipment, I usually put that in the description. Belvedere Bar and Grill, Chapa Restaurant. Look at this patio. Did they go out of business? Why is this patio not open? Open up. Slot Ranger, not yet. Bevy's here, so you better be good. You can see on the sign there, it says Corso Italia. Flavors of Sheba, East African and Caribbean fusion bar and grill. So not a lot of these places seem to have outdoor setups. And unfortunately, there's a shit ton of vacant storefronts. What's on the menu tonight? I don't know. I had a big bowl of raisin bread and Cheerios for lunch, and my usual smoothie for breakfast. CP Unionville will happen at some point. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to get to. I do everything via transit, but I'm sure we'll be able to get there. Here's the Rocket Bar. There, we already have some people in mind. And El Sazon Mexicano. Tacos and burritos. Ino, 20 real super chat. Thank you, Ino. Thank you very much. And Brett B, supposed to be beautiful. Hope to see you then. I don't know if I'll be streaming, Brett, but I will definitely be out making a video. I'm trying to stick to streaming on Monday, Wednesday, Friday for a little consistency's sake, and then either Saturday afternoon or Sunday. We're gonna see how long I can stay true to that. But I will definitely get out and make a video tomorrow. I need to do a exclusive video for Patreon and channel members. So maybe I can get that done tomorrow. Sorry, members, but I still have 4 days left or so. And this area is served by the 512. Why am I pronouncing things stupidly? The 512 St. Clair streetcar. Where are we at? And I posted, oh, Carsto, $6.99. Thank you, Carsto, very much for the $6.99. Always appreciated. I was saying, oh yeah, on my other channel, Johnny Stumbles, I posted a bike ride that went live at noon today. So if you want to see a bike ride through the Rosedale neighborhood, go to my other channel, Bevy YHZ. It's not much, but get a snacky snack after your stream. Thank you, Bevy. I will get some fake heavenly hash with that. Actually, I already have plenty. Thank you, Bevy YHZ, for the $5 for a snacky snack, and congrats on getting the Action Kid to shout you out. This place has a really big patio spot. This is a Brazilian Portuguese restaurant. And as mentioned, there's a big Brazilian and Portuguese presence in this neighborhood. Do I follow Autowalks? I'm a subscriber to his channel. I just felt a few raindrops. Am I heading to Dufferin Street? Yeah, it is raining. If you don't believe me, you can see the little droplets on the sidewalk. But the skies don't look like they're threatening rain. Nothing will come of this. The Wealth Generator says Rio 40 is amazing. This place, coming soon. I saw this on my other walk today. FBI Pizza. Based on a comment someone left, there's a place called Marcello's that's supposed to be very, very highly regarded by the Italian Canadian community here. So I'll point that out as I walk past. Zaire, I can, but it's hard to acknowledge every single chat that rolls through. St. Clair Medical Center. There's a neat little seating area. Unfortunately, this is a very, very common sight along St. Clair. And I saw a few. Marcello's is pronounced with the che, says Michael. Oops, sorry about that. I think I said Marcello's in the video. Justin Eastman, $10. Thanks for visiting your old hood after you moved to Hamilton. Now you don't have to take the GO train to see how it's changed. Justin, I hope you're enjoying life in the Hammer, and thank you very much for the $10. The Bull Barbecue Pit. I think this place was on the list of, I looked up the top restaurants in Corso Italia, and I think that was on the list. There's a Vietnamese restaurant. Oh. If anyone wants one of those things, you know where to get it. And this place was pretty highly regarded too. King's Tacos. Unfortunately, no indoor dining yet. All right, Claudia, have a good night. Here's another pizza restaurant. I need some of those scrub pads. Here's a Timmy's. Justin vouching for the quality of King's Tacos. So I'm not just talking out of my butt. They are good, apparently. Frank asks if there's still a large Italian population. I think it's sort of migrated from college to this area, and now it's mostly concentrated up in Vaughan. I might be incorrect, I'm no suburban expert. I do believe the biggest concentration of Italian Canadians is in Vaughan. Hello, Vivian. Hope you're doing well. And this street, right on that corner over there, at that 7-Eleven, is where I hopped off the bus for the video I uploaded yesterday. And then I walked north here up to, I think, a street called Mortimer, and I went over and I checked out the smallest house in Toronto, a 300 square foot house. So if you're interested in seeing that, you know where to find it. And if you just want to see the house, there's a timestamp to the description of that in the description. And there's the restaurant, Marcello's. Apparently it's a pizzeria. Michael is vouching that it's highly regarded. Emos, I will do some fan meets once the gathering restrictions are lifted. That was an emergency vehicle heading down Dufferin. And here is the Big Slice. Not to be confused with the former Big Slice at Gerrard and Yonge. That is now a condo that is a stalled development because the builder went tits up, but people say a lot of good things. I've never been there, but people say a lot of good things about it. And here's a big Catholic church, and there's a school next door that bears the same name, I think. Zach McNally, $13.99. Zach, thank you, Zach. There's a Ontario School of Ballet right next to a big old funeral home. St. Clair Catholic School. So we're just gonna keep heading eastwards here. There's Norcliffe. Seems to be some hijinks going on here. Justin, I couldn't have told you that. I'm just gonna wait for the lights to properly change here. What's my most favorite restaurant in the city? I've said this many of times, but I would say Barbarians. I rather like Harbor 60 as well, but I'm a sucker for a big steak or a prime rib. Oh, here's a nice patio. The Walking Man dude says that fruit market has no fruit to steal. You would, wouldn't you, you sticky-fingered bastard? I saw your new video where you ran back and forth and tried to get sick today, and then you were harassing Ken on his live stream. Some patios over there. Limon. I don't see anyone eating at them though. And the Fox and the Fiddle. So we are no longer in Corso Italia. Walking Man dude says he stole all the fruit already. Look at this big patio. I'm on the wrong side of the street. I'm on the wrong side. Look at that. I've already got another patio booked for tomorrow night and Saturday night. Andrew Sherwood, £5, super sticker. Thank you, Andrew Sherwood. That is De Soto's. I couldn't see the sign from over there. Cheers from the Netherlands. Thank you, Dave H. So we're getting close to a neighborhood where I lived for a little while. Declan, it is kind of spitting random light raindrops every now and then, but it's not so bad. Ryan Rides in the house. Hello, Ryan. Sorry I don't have any fancy dancy multicam live streaming. Here's another place that appears to be a victim. Oh, and there's a Boom here. I order breakfast from this place regularly. There's a Boom at Yonge and Eglinton. This place is one of the better options I've found for breakfast delivery. They do not have a menu in the window. I would 100% come here and have some breakfast in the morning if they open this patio. It doesn't look like they do. Michael, not a fan of that location. And it looks like they have a neighboring coffee shop. Crazy Cuts Barbershop. Apparently, the province is saying they'll be able to open in a week or two. And they've actually prioritized... oh, that's weird. Miriam, 20 Rial. Thank you, Miriam. Very much appreciated, Miriam. I was about to say they have prioritized now servers getting their vaccine shots. So probably personal care services workers, such as barbers and estheticians, and I think massage therapists are already eligible. So we're getting there. Black Box has a mullet. Barista and Chef Cafe Bistro. Gen X needed a haircut. Yeah, I need a haircut. There's the Oakwood Collegiate Institute, so we must be near Oakwood Avenue. I did a walk through there earlier. Zach McNally, get pizza, me too, tonight dinner. Zach, thank you. For those that know the area, you might recognize what used to be here. Thank you, Zach. Paracas Peruvian Restaurant. No, we didn't pass Witchwood. I'm heading in that direction. Maybe we'll go say hello to Dutch Dreams. But a funny story, about 2 or 3 months ago, I didn't have any video ideas. And YouTube randomly suggested me an old Ken Continuum video, and he did a walk along Oakwood Avenue between St. Clair and Eglinton. So that's what I did that day. I got a little inspired from the video suggestion. But I need to come back. I just did Corso Italia, but I need to do a walk. Maybe that starts where Lansdowne or Dufferin is and heads in this direction all the way to maybe Bathurst Station. So here we are at Oakwood Avenue. And just to the north of here is 5 Points. There's a funky outdoor sculpture. I don't even know what you'd call it. There used to be a gang that operated in this area called the 5 Points Gang. I don't know how serious they were, but I read up on that. Shazam, come to Richmond Hill and walk there sometime. Yeah, sadly I've only done one walk that even went near there, but hopefully I'll be able to get up there. Slot Ranger, there's a you can say still waiting all you want, that doesn't mean I'm gonna do it. I had one guy request me more park about 100 times in the comments on my videos, and he kept saying, where's my more park walk, where's my more park walk, and the more he did it, the less I wanted to actually do it. I eventually caved and did it, but I do fulfill requests for Patreon and channel members of a certain tier, and I appreciate requests and ideas. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but at the same time, I kind of just make up my walks at the last minute most days. Greg Norm says, what about his my more park walk? John, I agree. Abdul remembers when I was at 6K. That would have been, what, last summer? I think I hit 10K maybe around August or September. Johnny, don't do Old Colony Road. It's no good. All right, Calix. Just to spite you, I will take your word for it. There's a 512 to Keel. Alex says, I hit 10K in July. Oh, shows what I know. Susan says, Scorpios don't like being told. I don't know if I subscribe to astrology, but I do seem to fit the mold of whatever a Scorpio is supposed to be. So maybe there's some truth to that. I don't really know. I still want to see the scientific journal that proves it. Jahil, you can see the at the end of my ride or my video, I did an impromptu streetcar ride. So in tomorrow's video, you can see that. Ladies and gentlemen, quite possibly the worst no frills and LCBO in the city. When I lived in this area, I was not too far from here. And I refused to go to the Snow Frills. It was awful. I would always I lived kind of in between here and the Forest Hill Loblaws, and I would always go to the Loblaws, even though it was more expensive. Although it looks like the LCBO is getting an upgrade. That would be a sweet addition. Young SC is loving, says, let's grab some food sometime. You assume I don't believe in ghosts? No, there's no such thing. Well, ghosts exist in people's minds. But I do believe in aliens. Well, aliens as in there's definitely some kind of bacterial life in space. Here is Winona Drive. Lisa says, I ignore you. Lisa, I don't ignore anybody. Ask Bevy. She does this. I honestly even read about one in every 3 or 4 messages that go by. I would sound like the Micro Machines guy if I responded to everyone who messaged me. Do you believe aliens live among us? I don't know. Maybe if a meteor seeded planet Earth with some space bacteria. Well, I just got a notice here from Mike Landry. $10 super sticker. Mike Landry. Thank you, Mike Landry. And there's a look directly at the sun. Thanks again, Mike. Greg says ghosts exist. John, I'm thinking I might go do a beach walk where I check out luminosity before it's done as a pre-recorded walk. I'm also thinking of doing a beaches live stream in the morning. That might be a good weekend morning live stream. Last Saturday I did a stream that started early afternoon, late morning, I don't exactly remember, and it went pretty well. Dylan Reynolds, have I ever done a video down Diplex Avenue before? No. Although I know what you're talking about. I have done some cycling videos down there. Is that the Old Chum station across the road? I don't know, but there is What a Bagel. What a Bagel used to have a huge location that was quite well known at Yonge and Eglinton. And when the e-condos started going in, they left Yonge and Egg in their iconic storefront. Hungry Jack's Italian Mediterranean. Someone's watching from Jamaica. Emma's Country Kitchen. That's a cute looking place. Lisa, sorry to hear you're going through some hard times. What are you watching on Facebook Live? Are there people walking there? Oh, this looks like a ghost bike. Normally they're white. So sadly, I don't think ghosts are real, but ghost bikes are. Man, it's so nice and light out at 6 p.m. What's a ghost bike? A ghost bike is where, or it marks very close to a spot where a cyclist lost their life. Here's a place called The Gym. Oh, we've got some sirens coming our way. Jellybegone.name. Thank you, Jellybegone. Why did I say thank you? I mean, welcome. Oh, this cop's going right down the streetcar tracks. He's going right down the streetcar tracks. I'm pretty sure they run buses down that median in the middle when they pull the streetcars out of service. So there's no harm in that. Dylan's asking me if I'm going to Scarborough Town Center tomorrow because of the rain. No, I'm hoping to get a few rain walk videos in. Action Kid has a channel devoted just to that kind of thing. He puts a snowfall and rain walks. It's called a Blackened Shadow. I'm hoping to be able to get a walk or two in the rain in. Maybe tonight, if it rains a lot, I'll head outside and grab one. Although probably not. Usually once I get home, I order some food and put my feet up, and that is that. Lisa was walking in the rain earlier today. Yeah, he did, Susan. Oh. And we're in a neighborhood where I lived for about 6 months when I moved back from Korea. I remember going to this place. Nama Sushi. There was a bar just down here on the left I went to as well. Gym, but it's not a gym. The Rushton. Look how nice this place is. Abdo says he really likes my apartment. Thank you, Abdo. There was a bar right along this side here that I went to when like a few days after I got back from Korea, but I don't see it. I forget the name. Dylan, I have done many walking videos in thunderstorms. Jerry's Fast Foods, takeout service, Jamaican patties and pastries. I have never been to this place, and I am ashamed of myself. Jenny K. Good evening, Jenny K. Would we say evening? I know we've had this conversation before, but it's still really light out. Oh, wise guys. In my humble opinion, a top restaurant in the city is right across the street there. We're on the wrong side, but it's called the Stockyards. They hands down have some of the best fried chicken and hamburgers you'll ever see. They have both. What they don't have is alcohol. It is not a licensed establishment, which is kind of baffling. But I guess they don't want people, it's so small and they don't have a lot of seating. They probably don't want people lingering around and just having a drink and hogging the seat for another hour. I used to go to the Subway. I used to live right around the corner from here. So here is Christie Street. Jahil, I'm about to cross the street here. And we're gonna go take a look at the Stockyards. Michael, I agree. Albert's is excellent. Troy, I do prefer Yonge and Egg to here, but not by much. I definitely don't prefer the construction. We're just gonna go take a quick look at what I think is easily a top pick for restaurants in the city, non-licensed ones. Any mosques around here? Abdo. Off the top of my head, no, there might be. So any of their burgers, I haven't had their vegetarian, are phenomenal. And the Stockyards fried chicken dinner, that would be a very good last meal. If you found yourself on death row and they were nice enough to pick you something up. World-class bakers used to be across the street. And back when there was a Powerball craze, they were selling US Powerball tickets. But now it's Rocket Cycle. There's Wise Guys, your local dive bar. And this Pico used to be a Starbucks. You could go south here and take that down to Koreatown. And the Witchwood Barns are also just down there to the left. Looks like Wise Guys is doing a healthy business. Did you ever go to Starbucks? Yeah, I don't mind. I don't necessarily like it, but I don't mind it. Samsy, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Samsy. What time is it for me? 6:06. Repeat Northern Ireland. I think Starbucks just made a corporate decision to focus more on takeout or online pickups, and they sort of consolidated a whole lot of their locations. I think this place just opened up shortly before the pandemic. And Queen of Persia, I have not seen that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's a brand new addition to this neighborhood. And rest in peace, someone's bike. Oh, this place says they have the best chicken in the city. I think that's Portuguese style. I have to question that. Eddie. Just in time. Yeah, I'd say there's not a whole lot left of that poor bike. Playful Minds, not Mastermind, it's Playful Minds. Susan says the Salvation Army is open. It's kind of a thrift shop. The Walking Man dude says, any toys for you there? I just glanced at my phone and the first thing I see is a message from the Walking Man dude. Apparently this place is pretty good. So I lived just to the north of here on Humewood. I still have not had any proof presented to me of the Walking Man dude's live stream that apparently happened. So here's where the streetcar tracks just suddenly stop. They used to connect from St. Clair, and there's an old streetcar maintenance facility just over there that is now sort of a live workspace for artists. We've streamed through there before. Colt says some people are hostile about being on camera. Well, those people can suck it. We're in public. Johnny stands on your best friend or boyfriend, Michelle, your BF street. It used to be a short turn. Now the next short term is what, Sam? All the way at Lansdowne? I guess that's not far in a streetcar time. Lisa, if anyone threatens you, they actually have no right to do that. Do you think the news crews ask for everyone's consent when they pull their camera out in the street? There's where Classic Cleaners used to be. And this Da Maria Pizzeria was a staple of this neighborhood. But sadly, they're a victim of the restrictions I think I saw them operating last summer. There's a Japanese fusion restaurant. The Guild House. This place. Hello. Is a friendly person. This place opened up at the wrong time. Right next to North Kickboxing. This whole building here, all these establishments. Wrong time to open up, unfortunately. Cowgirl says black tights, very 90s. Michael says they're doing fairly well. I guess that means they've got a pretty good takeout business. Will you do a meetup once vaccines are rolled out? Josh, it all hinges on the province lifting their gathering restrictions. Once they do that, we'll arrange some meetups. Zach McNally, $69.99 super sticker. Zach McNally, thank you very much. That's worthy of showing you my but thank you, Zach McNally, for the very nicely priced $69.99. And we are talking about Alberts. Once this streetcar gets the bleep out of our way, there's the very well-known Alberts. If you talk to anyone about Jamaican food in the city, this place will pretty much always come up. Thanks again, Zach. IBN is asking if this is an affluent neighborhood. The area just to the south of here sure is. And the area just to the east of here is actually Forest Hill. But along Vaughan Road, there's a lot of apartment buildings and stuff. What's the building to your left? It says This Prairie Girl. That's an old Catholic church, if that's what you're asking. But let's go see, the last time I streamed in this area, I actually just went south down Bathurst Street from here, I believe. But we're gonna go pay a visit to Dutch Dreams. They used to be located on the north side of the intersection right behind me. Have you tried Jamaican foods? Yes. I had a Jamaican patty yesterday, actually. I had that for lunch. Oysters having steak and lobster tonight, delivered by the mayor. Yeah, Susan, we're gonna spare... Whoop, I just reset my camera angle. We're gonna spare everyone from that horrible piece of art. But this place is a staple of the neighborhood. It was featured in, their old location was featured in the movie Half Baked, starring Jim Brewer. He went on a crazy kind of rant. He was on the Joe Rogan show not too long ago. Maybe we can get the water. This place is very, very, very well known in this area. There's a new Joyzy license plate. Let me regular angle on here. Have you met any celebrities? Not in a very, very long time. Dutch candies, is that a euphemism? There's some neat artwork. What is this, a wig? Did someone just put their hair down? Look at that. It's someone's hair. Where's Perry? $20. Appreciation for the live stream. Thank you. Where's Perry? Thank you very much for the $20. Where's Perry? And Midnight Express, $5 for the super sticker. Thank you, Midnight Express. Where's Perry and Midnight Express? Thank you. Michael says quality wig right there. I'm gonna go nice and wide around these people. There goes that New Jersey license plate. Drag Queen lost it. Speaking of that, I watched the first episode of the new Drag Race on Netflix today. Well, I didn't watch it. I played it in the background. There's Menchie's. There's another vacant storefront. I used to go to this place, the Witchwood Pub. This was one of the less divey bars in the neighborhood. Where's the rain? Apparently it's coming around 8 or 9. So this is Bathurst. Sun's out, turn. Apparently we're not going to get that heavy of a rainfall tonight. What's the temp here? It was 15 when I started. Let's see here. According to my watch, well, my watch is very wrong. My watch thinks I'm in Riverdale. Lisa Palmer, $5 super sticker. Thank you very much, Lisa Palmer. Thank you, Lisa, and I hope you feel better. Blanca, $22.90. That's Real, I believe. Your mom, Annie, says hi, and thanks for the videos. Thank you, Annie and Bianca. Apparently it's going to be 18 tomorrow. Stupid watch. Yeah, this Fitbit occasionally disconnects from my phone, and it doesn't always notify me. I think maybe a feature of my phone turns that connection off to save battery. I don't really know. Dan, I was kind of hoping it would rain, but it didn't. There's Wells Hills Park. Technology is great. when it works properly. Who asked me if I'm wearing an umbrella, or if I'm wearing an umbrella? I can get nothing right. Yes, I do have an umbrella with me. Tomorrow's going to be a great day to ride my bike. Ooh, someone was feeding the squirrelies here. Hey people, I'm playing Mbop in your honor because I'm the lost Hanson brother. Yes, I told Ken that he should sing Mbop. Ken likes to sing on his streams. And Mike Landry, yes, congrats to Ken. Hitting the big 4000. I think Ken said he promised a video where he'll do 4,000 steps. I guess I'd come across as a bit of an asshole if I pointed out that I hit 44,000 at the same time. And no, I will not do a video with that many steps. But it's the 4 is a lucky number. Ken went up to Greektown today. He walked right by St. Jamestown on his way. Jenny says, "Could you meet me here?" Or Jeannie, "You're free to drop in and say hi," but that's about it. If you see me recording, a quick hello. But anything more than that needs to be pre-planned. Here's the Nordheimer Ravine. Thank you, Mike Landry. So we could head down into the ravine here. We're not gonna, but we could. And I think this, actually, you know what? I think this will take us to the park. We have not been down here on this channel. And there's not a whole lot going on St. Clair between here and Spadina. Can you guys let me know if the picture is still all good and all that fun stuff? If it's not, we'll cut up. Yep, this does go all the way to Russell Hill. Susan says she wonders if there's coyotes down here. I'm sure there are. Here's the emergency entrance only to St. Clair. St. Clair West. Ooh, and we have a fork in the road. Do I go left or do I go right? Let's be boring. I was going to climb back up to St. Clair, but let's just stay down here. There's plenty of little places where you can jump out. Ooh. Somebody has like a proper house down here. Look at that, there's a tent. They've got a whole bunch of furniture. They've got a second tent. That's kind of crazy. I don't want to have someone come out and shake their fist at me. I'm no Ken Continuum when it comes to self-defense. BP, this is the Nordheimer Ravine. I don't know what inspired this sudden nature trek as we are going. I've walked along that part of St. Clair on streams before. There's some very nice homes up there. We are very close to the Forest Hill neighborhood. Seems like it's not going to rain. It's probably going to rain a little bit later tonight, but I was expecting a fairly heavy downpour at some point. Another fork in the road. I'm pretty sure they both lead to the same spot. Oyster, there are. I can't recall if I've taken this side, this path over here. Whitby Dude says line 1 is buried under this ravine. Yes, it would be cutting up from DuPont to St. Clair West, right? So it would kind of be and it's at DuPont and Spadina, so it would be going northwest. So it's on a diagonal track. So it makes sense for it to be cutting through or cutting underneath this ravine here. Pete, Northern Ireland. No, we're gonna pop up at Winston Churchill Park. There's gonna be a big funky staircase we're gonna climb up out of. There's a Spadina Road, if you want to say it correctly, right above, and just to the south on Spadina there is Casaloma. Ayush, it's the Nordheimer Ravine. Uh-oh. I know Ken would feel at home walking in this. Ugh. Looks like some kind of emergency shelter. It's actually a TTC access point. So there's the big staircase we're going to climb up. So we started near Earls Court Park, and now we are at another big park. Maybe I'll come back and do a walk through this ravine for my other channel. Yes, this is where the subway accident would have taken place. Wouldn't be surprised if the Toronto Mounted Police clomped through here. They like to take the cops, or they like to take the horses on these trails. All right, and now I pay the price for coming down here. I've got to march up out of this thing. So Casaloma is just to the south. Yeah, Michael, there's a lot of really nice homes, but we're gonna get back up to St. Clair and climb out of this place. That's neat, Lisa. So do I take the gradual hike on Spadina over there? Or do we take the stair climb? Michelle says now I have to clean my running shoes. So we just came in from there. I'm a little bit out of breath right now. In my building, they had limited elevator access. So of the 4 elevators, only 1 was working. So I ended up marching up the stairs several times yesterday, and I realized I'm not in shape to do that. Maybe I could sit down for a minute once we get up here. Have a smoke. Yeah, that'll help with the lung capacity.
But he's like, bring my red jacket, so I got to fish it out of there. We're taking it for the neck.
Whew. Stairs make you feel your age. Hello, Hyde K. No cherry blossoms yet. Whew. Channel your inner walking man, dude. All right, I feel pretty good. Dylan telling me to walk down the Bloor Street. No. Bookish Horse Girl says always easier going down than up. Have you ever tried going downstairs with your legs just being completely exhausted? I did a hike up Bukhansan Mountain one morning in Korea. And me and my friends, we practically ran up the mountain. And we were going past all these hardcore hikers in Korea. People wearing all their hiking gear. They had their shoes. A lot of them had the sticks. And we're almost laughing at how slow these people were going. Like, what's taking you so long? And we just ran up the mountain. And then coming down, we all had wobbly knees and our legs felt like they were made of jello. And we realized maybe marching up this giant mountain wasn't such a good idea. So you could say I've learned my lesson a bit. I'm going to sit down for 1 minute here. It's something the other streamers do that I do not do very often. Oh, the CN Towers. There it is. It's right in between a couple of lampposts. Matt M says it was a great idea. Matt M, you remember going up that mountain in Korea and the very fun shaky knee trip down? Hyde K, cheers when the cherry blossoms in Toronto bloom. Thank you, Hyde K, for the 610 yen. I cannot wait to get back to Japan. Thank you, Hyde K. Cherry blossoms are primarily at High Park and Trinity Bellwoods, but there are several spots throughout the city, such as Robarts Library, where you will find more. Maria is south of me in the annex. Colton with wise advice. Well, I had no mountain hiking experience, and we were wearing just running shoes and t-shirts. I think we had like beers in our backpacks. But there was all these really nice Korean ajumas giving us fruit on the way. They always say, hey, do you want a pear? Do you want an apple? All right, what do you say? It's time to keep marching to the east. Let's go. My shoes survived the mucky ravine. Well, maybe not the bottom. There's too much construction. Yes, that whole area is under construction. All right, let's get these 40-year-old bones off the thing. What is that? Jenny says that sounded painful. Is there a radio tower over by the tennis courts? I believe that's what that is. Hello, Christina. Thank you for the kind words about Toronto. Yeah, Bill, it would definitely be a nicer walk any other season but early spring or the winter. So we're at Russell Hill Road. This is my favorite way to go from Midtown to downtown on my bicycle, going down this street. This will spit you out at it'll connect to a few different roads, but it'll pretty much spit you out at DuPont, and then you just go a block west and you head down St. George and you continue down into the city. Mike Landry, have a great evening. Johnny, bye everyone. Mike Landry, thank you for the $5, Mike. Have a great evening yourself. And there's some beautiful homes down here. Lauren says DuPont is dangerous for bikes. I think I did a few bike rides down DuPont on this channel. This was supposed to be a live stream along Davenport, but I changed my mind at the last second. So we are just going to head to Yonge and St. Clair, and then I'll call it a walk. That'll probably be 15 minutes or so from now. Have a good night on the East Coast, Mike. Ryan Rides, when is your next live stream? Hello, Shishi. Are you going to eat on a patio? I ate on a patio last night at Hemingway's. And I'll be eating on a patio tomorrow night. And I have one booked on Saturday night as well. Takiro says, hey Johnny, from behind me. Hello, Takiro. I'm not going to turn around. I've fallen for that one before. Hi. I like it when people make absolutely no effort to get out of the way. Such nice people. Sorry if the title clickbaited you. I really thought it was going to rain towards the end. Jenny K says, my kitchen must smell so clean. I haven't thrown out my recycling in a while. I think I'll order something on my way home, so it's there for shortly after I get home. The new condo coming up has got the corner sort of messed up. Oh, where they're building around these old homes here. Oh, someone in a Porsche. Morgan, I don't know yet what I'll order. Might rhyme with hominos. Bookish Horse Girl says, great patio weather. Yeah, although the first time I went out was Saturday night. Once the sun dropped, it wasn't great patio weather. So I don't know what the plans are for keeping these houses or not. Ooh, they're building a 15-story building right there. Sorry guys, I'm having some trouble keeping up with all the chats whizzing by. But we are at Avenue Road and St. Clair. This is one of those weird streets. Generally, when you walk from as far west as I was to the east, the streets get like sort of busier as you go, but all the retail action on St. Clair was where we started, between Bathurst and Lansdowne, or even all the way to the stockyards. Then it sort of opens up a little bit. I don't want to say it gets boring, but we are getting closer to Yonge and there's less interesting stuff to see. St. Clair is a bit of an anomaly in that regard. Susan says rentals here are expensive AF. Let's just scoot over here. So here's Avenue Road. Dylan Reynolds is having dinner now. There's south, that'll take you down to the Annex and Yorkville, at which point it'll turn into Queen's Park. There's the Korean Consulate. So I walked up that way about a week ago. We were walking through Forest Hill on a live stream. Hello, Microlith. But now we're just gonna head over to Yonge and I'm gonna give my feet a rest. Oh, Lisa, that that sucks. Your beer broke? Was it a bottle? Deborah Ball, welcome, Deborah Ball, to the 1 hour and 35th minute and 42nd second of the stream. Oops. I think this is where Desjardins Insurance is located. It's either here or in the next office tower. Zobizi is also a Toronto streamer. Doing live walks. I know there's Ken and 4K and Jeff Lepard, who drops into these chats sometimes, his live streams. What's your data plan? Like, it's pretty expensive. If you go to Rogers and look up their most expensive 5G data plan, you will find what we're rocking. All right, Morgan, have a good night. Here's the Lickbow. We're gonna come up across that funky statue of that guy holding a condo. I think this is where Desjardins is located. There's the market by Longos. Rogers and Bell are a rip, yeah, and if they let Rogers take over Freedom, that will be the biggest sham imaginable. They should not allow that to go through. Jellybegone.name for a nice bottle of wine. Thank you for the 20 bucks, Jellybegone. And thank you for your super chat on my Stumble stream on Sunday night as well. So here's that interesting statue. Oh, here's where Desjardins is located. Here, I'm going to get the wide angle going on. Major architectural firms are located at 95. Used to be the original HQ for hackers. Hello, Blake. So just off to the west there, we've got an LCBO. What do I consider to be the best skiing destination in Ontario? I don't think there is one. Marg used to work in this building. Can continue wearing. I don't know how that got Chucks. How do you wear Chucks, Ken Continuum? Your arches must be made of steel or something. How tall is that sculpture? I have no idea. Yeah, I think Blue Mountain's probably, although Blue Mountain isn't actually a mountain. I think it's an escarpment. AI gaming, you mentioned me in the Walking Commuter stream and you got banned. Well, maybe you said something you weren't supposed to. I don't mind if people say hi and mention they're streaming, but if they come in and start trying to advertise themselves, fishing for views, that's not too cool. Tech Needs Tea, hello. What's up, Tech Needs Tea? We just call it Blue Molehill. It does have a, it has one of those mountain coasters. Hello?
Hey, I watch your videos sometimes.
Do you mind being on?
I don't
Yes,
mind.
I mind. Yes.
Okay, well, I've only got one of you on.
That's all right. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. So you're doing this whole section?
Yeah, we're just live streaming down St. Clair. I started at Lansdowne, so we're
Oh,
pretty far.
Fun trip. Nice day.
Cool, yes. All right, enjoy yourself. Take care. Nice person. Hey, it's the walking guy. Maybe she thought I was Ken. She's gonna be all disappointed when she goes home and sees it's not the person she thought it was. Raw. Thank you. Yes, the Glenn Gould apartment. I think it's this one. Or is it, there's two apartments that are very similar. No, I think it's the other one to the south of here. But there's a plaque in front that says that's where Glenn Gould lived. He was a famous Canadian pianist. There's a statue of him at the CIBC or CBC headquarters. And we're about to go by some bars here that were forced to close due to the restrictions that were in place. There was a big sports bar right here. Bevy, that's not, you know what I meant. There was a big sports bar here. And they closed down last year. And then Scallywags, which was a really popular place. And they have a huge sort of rooftop patio. They could not survive due to the lack of help they were given, forced to close down. So that really sucks. Hopefully something similar can pop up in its place. And just to the south of here is the Ontario Rackets Club. That place had a big fire several years ago. And it looks like it's almost completely rebuilt, or it is. This place is hanging on though, the Union Social, although they have a pretty good Uber business, I think. Well, as good as you can when Uber takes such a huge cut. And here's the former bar. Look at that. They had such a great rooftop space. That is borderline tragic. Thankfully, the Rosencrown at Yonge and Eglinton is hung on. Those were both bars that are kind of popular. There's a lot of Irish and British people that came over here, and a lot of them do construction work. I don't really know what the deal is, but you can see them watching the EPL and European soccer, packing those bars on the weekends. So we're at Yonge Street. Jason Jones, they are out of business. I missed a super chat from Blake. Did I? How much? Where was the? It did not show up. Can you let me know what the super chat was? Sorry, Blake. I'm gonna step to the side here. $10 from Blake. Why didn't I get that notification? This is the second time this has happened in a couple of streams. Thank you for exploring Toronto. $10 from Blake Raymer. Thank you, Blake. I can't see the super. That's really weird. I see people saying thank you to Blake, but it didn't show up on my chat stream, and I didn't get the alert for it. Lisa, you can link to streams on anything. I don't mind. David says YouTube don't like the channel, but Blake Raymer, thank you very much for the $10, Blake. And now I'm getting ready to go into the subway. So I'm gonna pull my mask. I don't have my fancy black one with me. Try not to touch the part that goes over my mouth. Why am I streaming this part? Nose covered. Did you see $20 from Jelly Be Gone? Yes, I did, and I thanked him for that. We are... Oh, nose, mouth, chin. We are ready to go into St. Clair Station. Jordan says I need a haircut. Oh, I definitely need a haircut. Cowgirl says she thought she saw mine. We've got our black Presto card out. So I'd like to thank everyone for hanging out on this stream. We started at St. Clair and Lansdowne, and we walked all the way through Earls Court Park and the Nordheimer Ravine. Walking Man Dude says do a spin. Here's a gentle Walking Man Dude spin. There you go, Walking Man Dude. Sorry. Thank you, Vivian. Have a good night. And thank you to everyone. We're going to pop into the station here. But as soon as I start to go downstairs, we're going to lose connection. Automatic sliding door. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. I don't even know how many people we got. My counter is frozen on my software here. It says, someone's probably putting this up now. I typed a J and it said Justin Bieber. 661, thank you. Thank you to everyone for super chatting. Thank you to our mods, Bevy and Action, and the other ones if they were lurking. Congrats to Ken Continuum for the 4,000 subscribers. And I'm gonna peace out. So thank you guys. Don't know when I'll stream next. Probably Friday. But I don't know. I just make this stuff up as I go. All right, guys. Have a good night.
Please do your best.